Hey folks, LT here, House of Geekery, back with another action figure review. This time we'll be looking at McFarlane Toys DC Direct, Batman Fighting the Frozen Page Puncher series of figures. Now this series consists of 4 figures, Batman, Batgirl, Robin, and the figure you see here, Mr. Freeze. We'll be looking at him as well as the San Diego Comic Con exclusive gold label sketch version of him as well. Now let's get to it. Now before we start opening them up, let's look at the packaging. Now the packaging, as you can see, are the clear clamshell versions that McFarlane used to use late 80s, early 2000s in his figures. This is a completely plastic sealed package. The only way to get into them is basically cutting them open. Now I'm in so favor of this because basically if they were just regular packaging, cardboard packaging like all the figures are in any other line of his, they are easy to open, easy to like steal a piece, build-a-figure piece, if you will, sometimes. Or even, you know, we've had instances of people returning figures with, you know, with another figure in the box. This deters, hopefully, that. Because the only way you can open it is, like I said, to cut it open. And returning it might be a little bit iffy. But, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. Hopefully this, like I said, will deter any future instances of that. Now let's look at the standard version of Mr. Freeze that is out everywhere now. As you can see, it is not reminiscent of any Mr. Freeze you have seen before. Comic book, cartoon, even movie-wise. This one has a deep sea diving suit of the 1950s look. Almost like Big Daddy from the video game BioShock, if y'all are familiar with that. This is a very nice and detailed figure, and it's also kind of bulky. So before we look at the articulation, let's look at the accessories. Of course, it comes with the standard base that all figures come with. It comes with a Mr. Freeze bio card with a little story or synopsis of the comic that comes with it. This is Batman Fighting the Frozen comic, issue 1, and with Mr. Freeze on the cover. Each page puncher comes with its own cover, of course, of the figure. In each one, I believe this is just a story, an introduction to the actual storyline. Nonetheless, each one comes with a comic. As far as articulation goes, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. It also comes with his standard freeze gun with a tank that you can connect to the back, you know, peg, and then hold his gun. Articulation wise, again, since this is a bulky figure, you're really not going to get as much as you would like, although it does have, of course, the standard shoulder raw ball sockets, the turning figure elbows, joints, the hand swivels up and down. That's pretty cool. You get the head that pivots all the way around if you want, up and down. You get the, of course, waist articulation, right and left. There is little swivel to it, no real ab crunch, being that it is a bulky figure. You get the, of course, the knee joints, real nice. The legs actually do move pretty wide and up and down, nice. You get the foot swivel, and of course, well, like a lot of the figures, you get the toe bending, which adds to like the posing, if you will. Good standard sculpt, good standard pose. The other figure that is part of this set we're going to look at is the Mr. Freeze San Diego Comic Con sketch version of this same figure. This was only sold at the con. I was lucky enough for a friend to get it for me at the con before McFarlane sent me these to open and review. So of course this one is going to stay sealed. This has everything I just mentioned, except for this is a sketch version, a black and white sketch version, if you will, as if the comic was sketched in black and white. The accessories, of course, are the same, as you can see, but the difference really being is the card is a sketch version of the card, different picture, in fact, because this also too comes with its own version of the comic, a sketch version of the cover, not the whole comic, but just the cover, different from the other one, the standard one. Pretty cool. Again, the articulation is the same. It's exactly the same in every fashion, every way, except of course for the coloring. Now, if I had to choose between both of them, I would say this one wins. This one, of course, it being exclusive, is more for show rather than to playability, and or, you know, I guess just showing up on a shelf. I like to keep my figures sealed, and that's how I show them. But if I had to open them and put them on a shelf to show, it would be, of course, this one. This one is, again, a very nice figure. Well, there you have it, folks. That has been my quick review of the McFarlane Toys DC Direct Page Puncher series of figures, Batman Fighting the Frozen. This one featuring Mr. Freeze standard and San Diego Comic Con exclusive sketch version of figures. As always, leave a comment, a like, a follow. Tell me what you liked about this series, especially this figure in particular. I will be putting out the other figures, Batman, Robin, and Batgirl, here in the future, so stay tuned. Shout out to McFarlane Toys for sending me these two figures to review. I really appreciate it. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you sticking around. Thanks.